Hello, welcome back or welcome to the channel. I am Simnity ASMR. Today we're going to do a very cozy video of painting this little leaf guy. This came from the painting kit from my last video. And then it has these 4 colors. So it has like brownish purple, blue, yellow, and then orange. So, very excited about that. I'm trying to figure out how I want to paint it. And then it came with one brush, which is this very cute little one. Which, this type of brush to me is the least useful. I definitely prefer square brushes over round, and the bristles are so far apart on this one. I don't really know what to do with it. I'll try to use it, but most of my art supplies are at my dad's right now, but I found some brushes. I found this tiny one that I was using for ASMR. I'm not sure if I'll end up using that, but then I found another. This is just more narrow, more condensed. I found a big one, maybe for the sides, and then a medium squarish one. So, and I really like ones like this because you can make a tiny line with just like this pointy corner here. So yes. These are the tools that we should be using. So, if you are watching this to go to sleep, then I hope that you just enjoyed the cozy video. But I think another fun thing would be like if you're just trying to get something done, like a little chore or homework or a task or something, then we can like do this together. Like I'll paint and you do your thing. Or if you want to pick up like a hobby, if you want to paint something or like crochet something or draw something or do a Lego, just like a little fun thing with your hands, then we can be like doing that together, which I think would be very fun. So yes, do art with me. This video can also be for that too. I'm drinking. I don't want to say what this is because I feel like everyone is going to judge me. I am drinking plain soy milk. I can't have dairy. I'm allergic. And in my opinion, soy milk is the closest alternative milk to cow milk. It has enough creaminess to it and substance. I like almond milk in a coffee, but it's so thin. There's like this backing oomph that it's missing. Soy milk has a very neutral taste to me. I don't really taste any strongness. It's just kind of pleasant. And I like it, so. Cheers. I hope you're drinking something that you like if you don't like soy milk. The reason I'm drinking out of a solo cup is because since I've moved, I have some cups, but the kitchen is shared, and for some reason I say for some reason, I am very, okay, well, I'll tell the story while I'm painting, so let me get set up for painting. Okay, ignore my prop drawer. Let me tip, yeah, well, that's as good as it's probably gonna get. And then I have, let me adjust my wires again. We have this lovely cardboard set up so that I don't have to get anything painty. So here's the setup. We get the paint. But yes, as I was saying, I'm in this still like a semi-new place, and I get so nervous about using a shared kitchen because when I was growing up, both of my parents were very particular about the kitchen. So I just have this like unending paranoia now, and like so much anxiety around using like anyone else's kitchen. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I can't be seen here. I can't leave any trace. Which is so silly. I'm sure nobody cares. Alright. I think I'm gonna start with some of this brown. I'm so thirsty for no reason. I don't drink enough water, like ever. But, and I'm never thirsty. I never want water. But sometimes I'll just have a day where I'm like, I just want water. That was kind of a nothing burger of a story, but the paint quality in these is never amazing, but I really like those places where you can go and like paint ceramics there, and they have like a ton of paint options. I need to go to one of those. There's a few near where I live. They're really fun. I mean, I don't mind going by myself. I don't really, like have a ton of friends. I feel like it's super hard to make friends as an adult. I'm sure people talk about this all the time, but it so is. Like, my main friend is my sister, and I love her to pieces. She's definitely enough for me, but also she's in college in another state for most of the year, so I feel like I should at least have a couple friends while she's not there. I have some friends that are like, I don't talk to very often, but we like hang out a few times a year. But I feel like I would love like a little tiny group, or like a little best, like a best friend. I don't know. It's hard to meet people anywhere other than work once you're out of school. I would like to go back to school soon, so maybe that'll be the chance to make friends. There's a lot of things like that. I know there's like Facebook groups and meetups and stuff, but that feels like it's always so intimidating to me. I guess like you really can't make friends unless you put yourself out there, though. Because obviously when you're in school, you just show up to school and then all you have to do is say hi to someone. And you're like with people all day, so it's much easier. But I don't know, the idea of going somewhere, like showing up specifically to make friends, and then like there's like you have to do all the introductions and like getting to know you, and I've never enjoyed small talk. I've never been good at it. I'm neurodivergent, so small talk is just, I've always perceived it as this gauntlet that you have to pass. It's like a multiple choice test, and you have to pick the right answers in order to progress to the next level of like human interaction. I didn't realize until I found out that I was neurodivergent, I didn't realize that people actually gleaned any value from small talk. I thought everyone saw it as this pointless thing that you have to do, and I didn't think anyone understood why we were doing it. But I guess, someone decided that that was the thing to do. To me, it always seemed like this necessary test that everyone has to do in order to prove that you're normal enough and not weird enough to, like, deserve socializing. Which is such a, I don't know, almost like a cruel perspective of the world, like thinking that the world is super cruel. But I don't know, I think there's some truth in, like, you have to prove that you can be normal enough. And obviously, like, there's different types of weird. Like, I'm not advocating for, like, oh yeah, let's let people be super creepy, and that's not what I mean. I guess, like, just different. Different is cool. You guys, I'm not like other girls. I feel like the perfect background music for this would be, oh my gosh, you know what I just realized I don't have is a freaking cup of water. Oh well, I'll clean my brush off on this. I'll just have to not go back to the brown. It's okay, my idea was an ombre anyway, so it'll work. It's fine. What was I talking about? Oh, the perfect song. The perfect background song for this would be, It's Raining Somewhere Else from the Undertale soundtrack. That is such a good soundtrack. That's the one that plays when you're, like, talking to Sans in, like, the cafeteria, in the Metaton Hotel. I don't remember what it's called. Sorry if you don't know Undertale, it's just a random reference. But it's this game. It's a really good game. You should play it. But that soundtrack is so good. That's the song that goes like do do do. Sorry, why can I not speak? I have to film these usually in multiple parts because my phone keeps thinking that I don't have storage no matter how much I delete. So I usually have to do a couple parts and then just upload that to the Google Cloud and then delete it from the device and keep filming. Anyways, so that's where I disappeared to and why the camera angle may be slightly different. But yeah, the song, I can't remember what part it cut out of, but it goes do 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 do. It's so good. Do 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 do. But yeah, it's such a good song. I love that soundtrack. I listen to it sometimes. It's really good for, at least for me, like when, like, stress or anxiety. I will play that song, or that, soundtrack. It makes the brain happy. think I am gonna use this brush that came with it. You may have noticed this isn't very neat. I do apologize for that. I hope it's not wildly unsatisfying. I don't have any of my nice brushes with me. I might even grab the tiny one. We'll see. 'Cause this is messy. Well, it's a leaf. Mother Nature's messy, right? I feel like I should go on more walks. I feel like that would help my mental. Especially now that it's becoming winter, well, fall, and there's less daylight. I feel like that would help to just get outside more. I definitely want to live somewhere warm someday, though. Somewhere sunnier that doesn't have such long winters. My sister's in Colorado, and according to her, the sunset time is similar to what it is here, but there's more sun during the day in the winter, so it's less depressing. So maybe I should move there with her. That would be cool if we went to the same school, but also, like, I feel like, you don't want to, like, go to college and then have your older sister follow you to the college. I've really been wanting to do a video with like books. Like I have like a sensory book and a really cool pop-up book about sharks. I have a really nice pop-up book about Wicked actually that I was thinking of doing when Wicked Part 2 comes out. But I don't know like if that would be, I guess, interesting enough to people. Just a video where I'm like reading a book. I did one for Christmas books. That one was fun. I'm sorry this is so zoomed out. It won't let me zoom in on my camera on selfie mode. I totally am gonna need a new laptop soon. I'm just trying to hope that it works as well as it can until that day comes. I really should read more books, like, in general, like, for fun. I was such a reader when I was a kid. I feel like there's a lot of people that have this experience where it's like, I was like a 12th grade reading level. Well, I remember they told me, for some reason, very specifically, I tested in, like, 5th grade, and they were like, you have the reading level of a second semester 11th grader. And I was like, okay. Like, that's very specific, but thank you. And then by the time I got to 11th grade, I was reading books for school, but, like, that's it. I don't think I've picked up a book for fun in years, and that's so sad. Like, I kind of lost the ability to really pay attention to it. Unless I have been able to kind of read some books that I read as a kid that I kind of am familiar with. That helps. I think also just the books themselves being made for like kind of like a slightly younger audience helps be engaging instead of. I have a lot of respect for literature, but a lot of times books that are like touted as being really, really good are kind of like a slog to get through. Like, there's a lot of verbiage and yeah, sometimes they're just not very, sometimes I want like a quick little whimsical, fun, unserious read, because it's hard sometimes to get into like a serious book. I feel like that's such an emotional and a brain commitment. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know when these feelings about books came to be, because when I was a kid, I would get in trouble for always trying to sneak reading books at night, and I would hide them under my covers, and I would listen for my parents' footsteps out the door so that I wouldn't get caught reading past my bedtime. I was unstoppable. I would have books confiscated, and I would just read more books, because, like, what are you gonna do, take away my whole bookshelf? I was such a goody two-shoes kid, but I did sneak around with my books. They were very important to me. Okay, I'm gonna do this with the blue because we haven't used the blue yet, and I don't really know what other part I would do it for. I guess I could go full whimsy and like put blue where it doesn't go on a leaf, but I like the way this looks. I used to write all the time too. I'd love to get back into that. I had a phase around the pandemic where I would write short scary stories, and I would post some of them on Reddit. I was really into reading those too. And I would write short stories all the time, or do like little writing exercises all the time. I had a friend that was a writer as well, so we would do, lots of short stories, writing exercises. I'd love to get back into writing. Sometimes I get this feeling that, like, if something I'm doing isn't productive, it's not worth it. It's like, if it takes effort and it's not productive, as in, like, accomplishing something or making money, or something that I needed to get done, I just really have trouble doing it. I feel like I'm wasting time and energy, and then I just end up scrolling, which is not better. But, okay. I'm running out of footage on my second round, so I'm gonna close these. Oh my gosh, they will not close. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna wash my brushes off, but here's what we've got. Ta-da! It could be better, but you know what? It was fun, and that's what I'm gonna remember when I look at it. Not how it could have been this most beautiful project and blah blah blah. It's the, as Miley Cyrus says, it's the climb. I hope very much that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you can do something that's just for fun, like just a little hobby, a little craft, something that maybe even feels pointless, that's not productive, that's not checking something off your list, that's just fun, and it's just for you to have like a little moment that just fills your cup. I wish that for you. I don't know if why can't I speak? I was gonna say I advise you to do that, but that's not the right word. I suggest it and hope that you do. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope very much that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day/night.